everybody, it's Sandy and it's time for the new moon rose reading, and it's an eclipsed moon, a partially eclipsed moon this time, and it's a super moon. So these are powerful times. Hi P, hi Joanne. Yeah, these are really interesting times, especially as we go towards this this new moon tomorrow morning. I think it's at 3:47 tomorrow morning. So I don't know about you, but it certainly felt like a really intense time for me. We're being very much called to find this path of passion for us. Find this path where we follow that's resonating, that's radiating, and absolutely trusting in the core of our being the changes that we're needing to make. So it's just extraordinary times, and I know many people have found the intensity of this really challenging to deal with, and I found that I've had days when it's almost felt like I'm falling apart, and other days when there's been clarity of a vision for the future that I haven't seen that clearly for quite a long time. So it feels to me that we're entering this eclipse window, and it's like a portal that is asking us to clear, refine, and get super clear on our passion, our vision, and what we sense from a real deep soul level that we've actually come here for. The coding, the uniqueness of our story and the uniqueness of our gifts that we've come to hone, to polish, to check out our tool bag. What have we got in the tool bag that are our gifts that we've mastered over our journey? And often we've come from perhaps challenged places in our childhood in order to overcome those challenges and to turn those places of trauma or wound into the gold that we actually live by. So these are the intensest of times that we can go through, and I certainly was seeing my good friend Pam Gregory's post today when she's talking about the next eclipse coming up in July, and saying that this will be the most intense eclipse of the century. So we are in uncharted waters. We are in the times we've been waiting for, but nevertheless times that really are asking us to find all of those places where we can come back to center, where we can hold ourselves steady, and that we can steadily take those steps that are the pathway forward that's calling us forward. There's also an interesting energy around in the chart at the moment in our astrology that is a Mars-Uranus square. And again, I know several people that have been really challenged by an energy to react to circumstances, and then finding that they've got to deal with the result of that action. So again, trusting ourselves, trusting our gut wisdom, coming back into this place that we are being called to refine, and trusting in this place of coming home. I've always loved the Alice Bailey words of "I build a lighted house and therein I dwell," and it's really felt to be so aligned to my ethos of working with people in their spaces. But it's like this inner temple, outer temple. There is a direct connection between what goes on in this inner temple space and what goes on in our outer temple space. And so when these words come, I build a lighted house, therein I dwell, is relevant to both of these places. And I know that we're refining the energy of our story, our journey at this time, so that we can more and more light this heart field and allow that to be the guiding light for us out in the world. But also, so we need to be really clear in our outer temple space now. Hi Carolyn, hi Babita. So this outer mirroring to our inner temple template is extremely important. And so is the place of disciple and discipline, and the fact that we need the discipline to fully be in discipleship to whatever it is that is our calling to mastery. We have to make the steps that will enable us to have the picture that is our heart's desire, our heart's longing. We have to make those steps in order to attain that sense of inner peace and the qualities of life that we are wanting to embody and to experience. So this Cancer new moon really feels to me that it is holding the essence of the divine feminine. It's that earth presence, and the divine feminine in all of her wisdom comes forward to whisper to us and to guide us and inspire us on our way to find our path of personal empowerment, to find this inner voice that has been calling for us to speak our wisdom, our inner knowing and our truth in a way that is authentic and just beautifully held. Hi Rain, hello. So this is just extraordinary times. We're being asked to find a new way of relating within and a new way in which we relate and we express ourselves external. So powerful, powerful time. And so let's see what the roses have to share with us for their wisdom at this point. So, oh, hi Lisa, hello. Are you drawn to rose card 1? Are you drawn to rose card 2? Or are you drawn to rose card 3? And as I've said before, each one will have a different note, but they all weave some rosy magic for us, some rosy wisdom that can be insightful for us in this coming time. Hi Diane, hi. Yes, let's see what they have to say. So, if you were drawn to Rose Card 1, she is Rose Bagua 9. Now, Rose Bagua 9 is part of the group of roses in the Rose Oracle that came together and said that they were a Rose Bagua. And I know many of you will remember my sharing of the fact that when each of these different sets, and there's 5 different sets in the Rose Oracle, as each of these different sets came through after the original set at the Alhambra in 210, I would always get the downloads in the shower. So in this particular case, there was a voice that I perceived, that said there's 9 of us that want to come together, that want to be known as the Rose Bagua. And my initial response was, oh no, can't I call you life codes, light codes, life map? And the words that came back were, no, we're a Bagua. And a Bagua is a feng shui term for the 9 key areas of life expression. And I think I've explained before that all of the other 4 sets in the Rose Oracle all work on this, well, are primarily on this vertical axis of opening us out to bring heaven on earth, opening us out so that we release and transform anything that's blocking our light to bring heaven on earth, to be that acupuncture point of light, to bring more and more of our higher soul self into incarnation, but to be also walking masters of light. So this, when we came to the Bagua is a horizontal expression of our heart field. You know, what is my desired expression around my creativity, of my sense of abundance and blessings in the world, of my sense of myself in relationship with another. This Rose Bagua 9, sits at the top, in the middle, at the top, at the back of the Rose Bagua. And she is the ultimate expression of our chosen journey through life. So if you were drawn to Rose Card 1 in the reading, she is calling you to get really, really clear about your passion, really, really clear about what it is that is inspiring you forward. And the guidance I heard before we came on live was that, you know, don't get hooked into the details. Allow the universal magic to work that will enable you to take those first steps on that path. And yet the synchronicities and the connections that the universe can set up us is far beyond your ability to micromanage. So it's about holding the vision. What is it that would really feel like the most magical thing that could unfold for you? And therefore hold that vision. And I really feel that while we go through this eclipse season, and we've got 3 eclipses, not the normal 2, that there is a real powerful shift that's been going on inside of us, that is a reorientation. So it's about being open to how the pathway forward wants to morph and to shape itself into something that is really authentic to our soul's contract, to that which is our highest expression here on our earthly journey. So here she is. She's Rose Bagua 9. You know, she's like a cupped vessel that can hold your energy and your dreams into manifestation. If you were drawn to Rose Card 2, she is Rose Angel 8. And Rose Angel 8 is the rose that sits on the solar plexus. She's one of the Rose Angels. These are 11 frequencies that are the transformers of the wounds to love into the jewels, into the energies that as we master the challenges in life, so we set the jewels into our crown. It's that movement from the princess to the queen, if you like. It's where we set the jewels and the gems of our transformed journey. Now this rose is a rose that sits on the solar plexus, as I say, and she is the transformer of the wound, the heart wound of betrayal, to the jewel of trust. So she is absolutely calling you to trust your good gut wisdom. If you were drawn to Rose card 2, there is something that you're working through, and she is saying to you, you know, be open here. This rose is, you know, she's got an open heart, and she's saying, just trust your gut wisdom, trust the absolute instinct that is coming up when you connect with that which is coming up for you. You know, don't go back to sleep, but to keep really present to what's going on in the body. The body is our ally and our wisdom master to work with, particularly at this point, because the body is the way shower where we can stay with the program and release any resistances that might be from an old pattern to us moving into a desired experience. It may be a relationship, it may be a creative expression. Whatever it is, this rose is a wonderful ally to actually transform and release anything that is not absolutely truth for us. And this place of the solar plexus is obviously where we digest and assimilate life. But she's also that place of lower will. So if the ajna is the place of higher will, where the divine inspiration comes into the body, as we bring it down, bring the idea, the inspiration in, we breathe it in down through the heart and down through into the solar plexus, where we decide whether it's doable and whether we have the necessary drive, personal drive, to achieve that inspired vision. So sometimes when we have that inspiration, everything will come up that is counter to that is an old pattern, an old paradigm way of being, that might still have a residue in the energy fields that we need to see. We need to shine a light on it and find its truth. What is the truth of this, in order to release it, for us then to take the desired action that's needed in the disciple discipline piece to actually make things manifest, to allow something to flow. So here she is. If you're drawn to Rose card 2, she is Rose Angel 8. And if you were drawn to Rose card 3, she is Rose Angel 11. Now this beautiful rose calls herself the Golden Heart. So there is something, if you were drawn to Rose card 3, that is calling you into that golden heart field. And she says, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and end of your search. And I hand you the golden key. So this rose is an absolute celebration. And I do think that she's actually a David Austin rose called Golden Celebration. I photographed her. She called me at Kew Gardens, actually. And there was like this invitation to step into her energy. This petal is down, and she draws us in. You know, when we live by our truth, when we activate and we live by the golden heart, we activate the golden light body too. This, in fact, is this is our flame. This is the flame that holds the threefold flame of love, wisdom and power. It is the connectedness and the higher heart energy of the Christ consciousness. So she is a beautiful, beautiful ally for this coming time, and she may well have a personal message for you in staying with the program, staying with this beautiful energy of the golden heart field. She is the key and code to anything that is wanted in manifestation. She's a real beauty. So, these are the 3 roses that have come up for us for this particular rose reading, for this new moon partial eclipse. We have this Rose Bagua 9 that is asking us to have very clear vision about an activation that is a vision forward and our pathway. And there's a real feeling for me that we've been in this contracted place coming into this new moon. And the new moon is always about, or always gives us an opportunity for new beginnings, for a new view of something, an opening to the potential of a new experience for our life path. Sometimes that means that we have to close doors. Sometimes that means we have to gently release aspects of our journey that no longer are a fit and no longer serve us. And this can be difficult. It can create challenges for us. But the truth is that we have come to be light way showers and illumined guides for the journey. And so many of us have had challenging journeys to actually get to this place. And she calls us to stay steady and to hold the vision and hold it in trust that when we are in an alignment, the universe conspires with us to allow the next pieces and the next pieces and the next pieces. And we do not need to micromanage the process. We just have to hold the vision. For many of us, we're called to be vision holders and to work and co-create with others, holding that vision very clearly that we've been given, we've been gifted. Rose 2, solar plexus energy, this place of personal will and the discipline to actually achieve the vision. Without the discipline to achieve the vision and knowing that the vision has been given us from a divine source, which makes us a disciple in the process, we have to take those steps. And sometimes they are steps that require courage for us to activate. Hi Sass, thanks for joining. Hi Erica. So, she's another really, really good ally on the journey. And Rose card 3, Rose Angel 11. And she is the golden heart. As I say, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and end of your search. And I hand you the golden key. Our hearts are the only thing that we need to be in honor of. Hi Sandra, hello. Our hearts are the only thing that we can take with us. The condition of our hearts is the only thing that we can take with us. The rest falls away. And so this calling to hold the golden heart field, to hold to our truth, is absolutely essential. And it's so powerful in this particular point in our journey. So those of you that have the Rose Oracle, take out these 3 rose energies, put them together, place your glass of water on the rose cards and allow the energies to imbibe and drink the water. The roses work at a cellular level. As I said last time when I did the reading, the readings are a default. These are actually energy codes that work with us at a cellular level to clear and activate us to the highest level, really. Hi Rachel, hello. And And today I'm going to finish with this in a slightly different way. When I'm working with clients and their houses to clear the template of the matrix of energy that they are connected with, as I say, inner temple, outer temple, and in this journey of to hold this frequency of I build a lighted house. Okay, this is a lighted house within. I build a lighted house, therein I dwell. So when I'm working with clients in their spaces, when I've cleared the old stories, cleared the old energies that are either from predecessor energy or are an old pattern that the client's holding, I then work with sound, and I work with the roses in my alchemy bowls, and I fill the spaces with high frequency rose codes to allow the whole of the house to sing off the same hymn sheet, which is the roses that the client or clients have chosen through their hearts and their dynamic with the roses. So I thought that to finish the rose reading this time, that we could listen. I invite you to listen to the sound of the roses carried on the violet aura gold alchemy bowl, and allow that energy to come to you. You don't need to reach out for it. I'm hoping that the sound will carry well enough through my iPhone, but I'm going to play the bowl 3 times, so just to sound it. I'm not going to play it around, but just to sound the bowl, and just allow those rose frequencies and that the golden heart of the rose. The roses are pure love codes. They have no other agenda other than to peel away the layers and to allow us to come into wholeness. So just listen. There must be some really, really beautiful hearts listening to this recording this evening, or the live stream this evening, because I have never heard the bowl with such an amazing note and last. So thank you so much for joining me live, and yeah, with much love and rosy blessings to you and yours on this new moon eclipse. May all that is your heart's desire come forward for you. Bye for now. Bye-bye.